Battle is to be avoided, I take it, Arisen.
Let us defer to the Arisen's judgment.
Indeed, you are correct.
This place offers a view of the sea.
I imagine we would not escape a plunge into the water's depths.
Come on then, let's dance.
Stop all your valuables, and I might just let you live. Seems you're looking out. Come on! I'll not be done in my life.
I'd sooner not battle those with whom we have no quarrel. Yet if they mean us harm, we can but defend ourselves. You have my spirit.
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never fall in battle so long as I'm around.
Twas a fine journey we shared.
Let us work together to honor...
Over here, if you please. How are we to get through this door?
Oh, I'm still leaving. Whoops, there we go. Not
Very
leaving
useful
anymore.
ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
I know. Where we going?
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Come past all of that.
Living's hard, but dreams are free, I say.
Oh, it's slipping
Come on, have at it. You did not see that coming, did you?
Those things coming.
Be ready to give one of these days I'll buy myself. I'll make them pay for that in gold as well as blood.
I see you've been drenched. Dry off as soon as you can.
Oh, well, you can go get him if you want. It's been a few hours since he's been there.
Killing these creatures is the surest means to ward against their foul spit.
Tis but
boldly and with presence of mind. Now?
Oh yes, we just completed that mission, so we're heading back to the city.
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
Indeed. Tell us, there's been a shift in the chain of command.
We might scratch another task off our list while we're here, if we are so inclined.
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
Always another
The only
errand.
care I have is how to spend a day.
Now, where was I headed?
This looks as good a place as any.
Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale, We meet again. Truth, would you care to stay and talk a moment? I'm glad. Sit down. I'm rather fond of this place. I ne'er imagined a city could be like this. So full of excitement, so alive. And how could I have? In all my life, I've hardly left the palace. My mother is quite strict. Oft did I long for a taste of normal life. My mother has always procured the things I covet for me, so to pick out an item and obtain... Which reminds me, I fear I cannot repay the full sum all at once. Pray, take this for now. My apologies, friend. But I'd best be Thank you for indulging me. I do hope we'll see each other anon.
That's the
Till
prince. Alrighty then.
This might be worth a read.
Shall we take a closer look?
Welcome to Bjorn's, and quality's what you need if you want to... survive. So before you check the price, just remember, might... Visitors die early. Deaths. Many thanks. I appreciate the...
I cannot wait to put this new equipment to use.
By what margin will it improve our performance in battle?
Are you in the market for something in particular? Always a pleasure.
Now that is what I call scary. Spooky scary.
What did you think of that story? 'Twas well told and all, but not... I'd heard tell of a beggar doing... And by the look of it, he doesn't appear to be making much for his efforts, neither.
Aye, got some coin to spare you. Much appreciated. Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would...
Say, have you been to Harp? Well, if you do visit, you might... I hear he sets out to sea on his boat, day after day, only to be returned to shore by the brine again and again. As if that wasn't queer enough, he's apt to talk your ear off about... I cannot fathom his obsession.
Interested in my wares?
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist. You. Is there naught being done to make safe? Do come again.
Look as long as you think. Coin's no good if you work yourself to death. Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in... all Vernworth. You know where to find me.
The solution as long as you think I'm certain. There is one.
Time to go hands my way.
Lots to do, and precious little time.
Well, that's something. How might I be of service?
This really is fine.
Are you in the market for something in particular? Always a pleasure.
That feels better.
The rules at your Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated. To the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth.
I have no issue falling asleep, even at this time of day.
You made me the pawn I am today, Arid. I feel refreshed and ready for a new day.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Shall we get underway?
This really is fine craftsmanship. Are you in the market for something in particular?
Do come again. See a look at my wares?
All this walking's made my legs ache of fright.
Tis good you lessen the load you carry. A lighter step can make... all the difference in battle.
My wares? Let's take it easy, okay?
Move.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
Well, that wasn't a homecoming I envisioned. I knew we needed to be this bad.
Goblins, Master! We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
That's awesome. It makes us so much faster.
You wish me to return? At once, Master.
Most impressive, Master. We can ill afford to grow overconfident. Our foe is not yet routed.
A resounding success.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it? I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but...
Onward. Our work is not yet done. Shall I lead you to the location nearest here? We were to near our village, as I recall. It is not far.
Bear in mind that the brute will seek out women with unwavering persistence. Such single-mindedness makes our enemy predictable, but not necessarily easier to counter.
That thing just took off with somebody, I think.
Are we leaving already? Bother. I was just getting warmed up. Prepare yourself!
I seem to recall there being a treasure chest in this area when I explored it in other worlds. Shall I lead the way?
Follow me, then. Unless you doubt my sense of direction.
Drop all your valuables, and I might just let you
It'd look better on me.
Come on, put up a fight. Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Here, if you please.
Here we go again. We must focus on finding victory, whatever our discomfort.
By your leave. Hold fast, Arisen! I shan't let you fall!
You must remain calm, else all will be lost.
No! The Arisen has been poisoned! Forgive me for being a burden, Arisen.
I expect this would fetch a fair sum at market.
A fitting reward for a rigorous search.
I like to come here when I need a minute to think.
I'll gather this. It might be of use. One can see far to the distance from here.
We are alone here, methinks. Perhaps we might stop a moment and find our bearings.
Right you are.
Oh! A small force venture. I'll not stop you if you wish to explore, but...
Contemptible bride!
To charge ahead may be to rush headlong into danger. Let us take care to move as one.
Naught can threaten us if we watch each other's backs.
Fine. There's a haze over my eyes. Can anyone hear me? We need help. I don't want to fall here.
Damn lizard! Is this from to draw my last? On Sonnet!
I must admit that it feels wonderful to strike through.
Ensure your next attack is no less purposeful.
I shall see to it this does not happen again.
I am in your debt, sir. Thanks to your valor, I shall live to fight another day.
As you wish. I shall return directly.
I mean, that works too.
There, Master, Saurians!
Fire won't do much good here. Best try and take close attack.
Over here!
I'll be needing a tall mug of ale to recover from that.
You've got the enemy right where I need them, Marine. Don't let up!
We are at our best when we combine.
You're not one of ours. Forgive me. I cannot seem to walk. Would you aid me in reaching the...
'Tis done. Splendid.
I am Princess carrying a man.
Be on your guard. There are innumerable corners where an enemy might conceal themselves here. Keep your eyes peeled.
Oh, 1 second. Pick you up, just put you back down.
With a ferry stone in hand, we can travel wheresoever we please.
'Tis not an item to be squandered.
Oh, very well. Back to your side I go.
You went in there to say I underestimated you, friend. You've done well this day. I think...
Hold, sir. I'd rethink pressing onward if I were you. The village is crawling with saurians. Forgive me. I didn't mean to startle you. We were hoping to reclaim our village. We fled when the dragon attacked some days past. Easier said than done, clearly. In our absence, what are we to do? The guards not like to send so... but mayhap they needn't at all. Please, sir, do something, anything.
Saurians abound, Master. Be on your guard.
Careful now.
This creature is hard as stone. Think it I leave with the tossing our other foes.
We'd best report back.
Is the deed done, good Arisen? We shall all be able to return to our homes at last. I dare say we'll have this place live. I cannot thank you enough. If you happen to pass by, I should like for you to see this place as 'twas afore.
A fine job by our merry band. What say we visit again anon to see how the village fares in the aftermath?
I quite agree.
And here we are, in the blink of an eye. Shall we take stock of our surroundings?
Weary at this hour, sir? You must have quite a tale to tell.
Shall we get some rest then?
Look as long as you please.
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Off we go, then.
Feeling rested, I trust?
Gotta see. I kept her.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality. You know where to find me.
I'm barely scraping by.
Reckon I could best any.
Well met, son. How might I be of use? Craftsmanship. Come take a look. You'll be glad you did. Do come again.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
An investment made for safer travels can hardly be called extravagant.
Oh no.
And then you find their nerve, or will they miss?
I know I'm captivated.
Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
And then you find their nerve, or will they miss? There's scarcely point.
Shall we report this development to Captain Brandt? If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek. Mayhap the one we're here to meet intends to arrive at a different time of day.
Welcome to the Star Drop-In. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you? Always a pleasure. Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all. Welcome to the... We serve all manner of fine ales here. Come back any time.
I see you cannot manage without me for a moment, Arisen.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you...
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. You've done a fine job culling those monsters, Your Majesty. 'Tis common knowledge on the number of those who seek out this tavern in the hope of an audience with... Should you continue to display such valor, the day and ere it slips my mind. Pray.
We have accomplished what we set out to do. That is...
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. You will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Deezer's misdeeds. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels afore now. Would that I could undertake the task myself. What say you, Your Majesty? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn.
I sense eyes upon us.
Nothing more pathetic than begging for your life.
I welcome rumors of any sort, my friend.
Welcome.
What?
Mayhap I ought to ask. Hail, friend. I've an eye for people, and I'm in a bit of a quandary, you see. Fear not. I'd be much obliged if you sound appealing. Then come on.
My, I'm trapped like a rat in a cage. Tis obvious, no? Let's just say there are some I was to report on your but I suppose that job's over, now you found me out. So, how about it, friend? Will you let me go? Aye, aye. You'll have your coin. That's how this... Glad we understand it.
You showed mercy to the agent, Master. How very gracious of you.
I know not what to say.
Get out of there. Yeah. A lot of kitties acting up.
Have no... fear, Master.
You are the Arisen. Follow me!
At least my back's not acting up today. The weight of my duties is like to flatten me. Would that all my days were so tranquil.
Tis best you move along. Should one of the... Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
Such quietude is a blessing.
Oh, that cat's driving me nuts. Not that one in particular right now. Yeah. Not teaching this.
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes? Aye, Disa is my mother. 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. I'd simply fear, but that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose. My word, you mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the Sovereign currently... Could Mother have had a hand in that?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers.
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent...
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more... This room turned up little of interest. But I've a mind to look into this further. I'll head out first and speak with the Sentinels. You...
Ooh, window.
suppose I ought to earn my pay. Let them.
Couldn't hurt to put my feet up a moment.
What's this? Come to admire my sculpture. Oh, oh. To think, if only my collection were complete. Alas, the sculpture that I can... And 'twould wound my pride to have... If your curiosity shall not be done, the man's home is located in Bakbatar.
Shall we seek some answers?
Another long quest.
Welcome.
Caught someone's eye.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your mag- How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter, and from Batal no less. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Deeza's schemes run deep. To think, Deeza 'tis a surprise, but a welcome one. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Deeza's focus, we may be able to gain here more useful information. You have done well, Your Majesty.
It seems we were right to suspect...
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true... For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds, and so, in honor of his supposed valor, the false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken, but may up approaching the false sovereign at one of these What say you, Your Majesty? My thanks. Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. Once your infiltration is successful, you will need only don a mask and act the part of an invitee. Few will think to be here. Dish, take care. The masquerades being as they are, you will require... Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest...
Lots to do.
Sign. What's this all about? Mayhap you'll learn aught of this scoundrel who would claim your title if you attend a palace masquerade.
Something smells divine.
Could you come over here?
Let me get that.
I come when life gets overwhelming.
You wish me to return? At once, Master.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only ask so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
I must ask you to comport yourself with the utmost civility while you are within the masquerade hall.
My sword dance and my hair's in disarray.
Place to soothe the spirit, this.
Silence cultivates wisdom.
We must consider the needs of the common folk as
Dull days for us.
Smiles are the finest reward I could ask.
Have you heard? There's to be more restrictions on goods traded with Batal.
I shan't let anything.
Surely these
Such quietude is a blessing.
I shan't let anything. There's comfort in the humdrum of daily life.
What to be said? Nice.
Our first sovereign in decades. Last, we'll see the end of
Why, now. We who are gathered here are naught but nameless, no.
would seem our sovereign. Surely these
Methinks I'll have a rest.
Surely these
My list of duties grows.
So, tell me.
I shan't let... I find it liberating to...
Ah, naught but...
Everyone who dances with me complains of... Everyone who dances with me complains of...
Methinks I'll have a rest. All this revelry in wars.
Always the same dismal affair.
Now, we who are gathered here are not...
Another fancy party hosted by the Arisen. You'd think he's feeling plenty.
If you've naught to say...
I shan't let...
Always sets me to think. If I pray someone up... I do wish those unsavory sorts wouldn't stay. Dare I presume I've caught your eye?
On me to bear what shoulders count.
I could use a bit of excitement in my life.
Sir, how can I...
Still waiting for
Oh. is this?
Well now, you're...
What is it? Has something happened?
We have it on good authority that a suspicious individual passed through here. We need to scour the area.
Well, scour all you like. We'll find
In here.
I've been here the whole time. Open up! Open this door right now. We're coming in.
You're dressed rather austerely for a patron.
My humblest apologies, Lady Wilhelmina. We've had reports of an unseemly character in the vicinity, you see, and...
Preposterous. I was out front till but a moment ago, and I did not see so much as a shadow.
Be that as it may.
You are excused. Leave this place, ere you invite our noble host's wrath upon yourself. I will summon you if aught is amiss.
Pray forgive the intrusion.
And what business have you here? In the nobles' playground? Hmm? You've the face of someone in search of a juicy morsel. Would you be looking for this, perchance?
Ooh, a peeky hole?
Come on, then. Keep pouring. Do you take me for some green lad who can't handle his cups? I'm your damned king, and a king deserves royal treatment.
Of course, Your Majesty. Tell us, Your Majesty, would you prefer more drink, or shall we find some other way to amuse ourselves?
Aye, aye. Let's change things up.
I believe I cautioned you to keep your drunken revelry in check. Lest you forget, these celebrations of your valor are but a pretense for more serious matters.
I know. I do. It's just I get the poison in me and things happen is all.
You need only serve as our false king until Sven becomes consul. Till then, however, you would do well to remember that your role demands a certain degree of dignity. I trust you understand your position, Your Majesty.
Nay, I mean I. As you say, I'll go and sober up.
Why not remove yours as well? This is not the masquerade hall, and we now find ourselves quite alone. What say we dispense with such pretenses and speak openly with one another, Lord Phasus?
That will do. If you're discovered, yours won't be the only head that rolls. What is your purpose here, I wonder? If you came to learn of the Sovereign, then 'tis as you have seen. The man is naught but a ale-swilling pretender propped up by the Queen Regent. Of course, that begs the question. If he's a mere mummer, then where might our true Arisen be? You'd best go. I'll do what I can to help you make your escape. As you can see, you're welcome to come and play anytime, if you escape with your life.
Smells divine.
At last! 'Tis a relief to be at your side again, Master.
Do take care not to stray so far next time.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. Well, well. He is merely Deesa's puppet, then. 'Tis like, even were he to be removed, I suspect some other would. But if there's aught that compels my attention, 'tis this. He seems a man of import. Pray, allow me to invest.
So the false sovereign, Queen Regent Disa, and
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one. I refer to Waldar. Many a time as Disa demanded Waldar amend and many a time as the magistrate refused her. For he is loyal to none. Our laws dictate that your thus. As the storm, what say you? Might you be willing? I prepared a means for you to enter the. This mission demands the utmost seek. Should you be discovered, I will be.
Whatever am I to do?
It is quiet around.
Now here's a welcome. I pray not those who miss.
Our soldiers need.
We shall remain here.
I've got to focus. Shift's only just begun.
I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet life.
So, you've come.
Thankless job, this.
I'd rather not draw steel if I can avoid it.
Consent. I'm nodding off where I stand.
And have you come to release me from this jail? Aha! Then we are presented with 3 options. Or, Deesa's arisen is. Have you proof that you are arisen, as you say? Ah, They say the Arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon's claw. By that mark, Tutsi. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, he went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, was the true. And what befell him? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar. Aye. I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be? Escape? But why? Here, I spend my days perusing the... And I need not turn my ear to decent... That said, if you know of a place, tell me. I suspected as much. Well, I suspected as much. Then...
I'm dead on my feet after that.
I should very much like to rejoin you, Master.
I had planned for the morrow.
If you're fool enough to fall for it.
What am I to take?
Look at all this thing.
Wonder what rumors the day
Now, where was I bound to...
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your... A place with books likely to entice Magistrate Kendrick of the Gracious Hand is versed in many things.
Well met, sir. Fancy again? Fine weather.
Oh, we're going to the slums this time. Nice.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
Alms for the poor. Pray grant those less fortunate some... Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May...
What teachings might salve the people's woes?
Wickedness has no hold upon... I know so little. Might I beg but a moment?
The pursuit of betterment is an endless journey.
The heavens have forsaken us. All is lost. And mayhap I ought to be getting home.
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace, discussing a curious rumor.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean?
Indeed. Some suppose there is more to her relationship with this Batali dignitary than is publicly known.
Have we met?
The safer the roads, the...
Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for... Many thanks. May... Hold on a moment, Sir Eris. You see, one of the children, Malcolm his name is, he's a steady lad. This building's very old. It could be... Might I impose on you?
Gathering clues will be essential to our success in this matter.
I quite agree.
A simple conversation oft reveals what a week of searching never could. Whom shall we speak with first?
Wish someone had put me...
In my line of business,
You best watch yourself.
I trust all's well.
don't think you're safe. Just one found its way inside the common quarter. You could say 'twas an ill twist of fortune. I wonder if building a nice high wall is out.
Any loose coin about? Enough to make me rich.
It is my duty to True faith must come from the spirit. A short repose would do me a world of good.
Wish I could board a nobleman's son.
One would not strive to be.
Come on,
True faith must come from the spirit.
you don't look like much.
Was I lacking in devotion? Where could Mel? Perhaps you could try asking the other
Wish someone had put me...
Malcolm? All he's don't know why he bothered.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Sell off what I can while I'm in town.
Malcolm's been really into explore. Just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who'd listen about how he was...
A fine place to harvest some ingredients. Shall we see if there's... If 'tis refined you want...
Such quiet is a blessing. Do not test me.
Allow me to check whether there's aught nearby.
Keep your ears pricked all the same. Our foes might well use this chance to sneak up on us.
As I recall, the location of another of our tasks is not far from here.
Say, I've noticed you. If I were you, I'd pay a visit to the jail. The place is full of unsavory I should know. I was among their company till...
Must have taken a wrong...
I ought to have enough for a few pinches of spices.
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
I'm so very tired and virtue.
This is a place of prayer.
Pray let it.
The other day, Now, that's not so strange. But guess who and rightly so, as it turned out to be a young boy. Gave me a right shock, let me tell you. Odd to think their faces may match, but the lives they lead are as different.
I'm quite sure that ox carts don't run so... Was it a phantom then?
Where could... Perhaps you could try asking the...
I wonder what it was, Malcolm. My greens. Maybe he was hoping to find something shite.
Bloody hurt. I'll slit your bleeding throat.
Humility's here.
Dirt, sweat, and toil. There's more of this.
Moment I let down my guard, I'm done.
This place gives me an
As you wish. I shall return directly.
What to do? I've no mother or father to speak of. I wanted to get them a present to say thank you. The problem is, do you think you could help me? All I need for true. I'm sure you'll find the prettiest Hoy Arisen! Have you brought me a bunch of flowers or... Oh, these should say... Would you mind terribly if I asked you and see? One of my friends taught me a magic spell. All you have to do is find a silver stone. But there's the problem. Would you find a silver stone and bring it to me for true? I'll be waiting.
Our next mission is to acquire a silver stone. Mayhap silver ore will serve. We can...
Oh, I can't find a silver stone anywhere. Oh, just say... Aren't you curious? Well, I'll tell you. My mother... Not to say I'm unhappy at the gracious hand, of course. I want to tell them how grateful Oh, it's so shiny.
Miss Daphne seemed pleased with our efforts. Mayhap we ought to pay her another visit sometime soon.
I quite agree.
Always another errand to see to. Mayhap I'll set out on my own. Good to see everyone.
Hi. Would you care to join me? I'd not say no. I was hoping you'd say that. Do you know, I had a feeling we'd meet here today. Say, you're not from round here. How I long to learn more of this. She's always telling me how, after all, if the world... It seems unfair that... But listen to me waffling. My apologies, friend. But I'd best thank you for indulging me. I do hope we'll...
Why, you there? You're Who's the one requesting? I didn't ask. Tis none of my concern.
Well then, son, how might I be of service? Welcome to Pure, and quality is what you need if you want to survive.
5. So for you, many thanks. I appreciate it.
Have we any gold left after that extravagance?
'Twas hardly a loss, if one can...
Are you in the market for something in particular? Always a pleasure. Fancy a look at my wares?
Maybe I'll keep it right here.
I can't wait to see what
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be... Glad to assist you. Do come again.
I shall lead us to our destination, so do try not to rush ahead.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
You've come! So, what say you? Would you care to live here? Many thanks, friend. I knew I could count on...
I'm all for camping, but solid walls are a joy that can't be beat. And ours for a full week at no charge. What a steal.
We must rest, though the sun is still up. A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow.
Ooh, dearie, dearie.
Shall we hunt a few monsters to start the day off?
No,
Shall we get some rest then?
The entire week. I'm just gonna sleep. The mission is like stay here for a week, so I'm just gonna sleep the week away.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the...
I want to know if this is my permanent home or not.
Shall we get some rest then? A good sleep will ensure we are prepared. Shall we get some rest then?
Are we to depart at this hour? I cannot see what we should choose.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow.
Our adventure continues.
We must rest, though the sun is still up.
Good tidings, friend. As for me, I made the most of my week-long... You see, I grew so fond of the destination, and that's when I thought, mayhap, I can't just give it to you, mine. Well, friend, what say you? Sorry I am to hear it.
'Tis the dream of many to own a home, Master. Shall we gather the requisite funds to make it our own?
I quite agree.
Just the same old town. Death comes for me next.
Wait to see what the day holds.
All this walking's made my legs ache a fright.
Why is everyone always in such a hurry?
Greetings, Your Majesty.
Head home before I get an earful.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, Your Majesty, a minister who happens to be one of the Queen, from the pains he took to remain on scene. That alone is reason to suspect the Regent Kin intends to call ally. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister. I shall ensure that the door to the minister...
There is only one except...
There is much we ought to tend to. While examining the palace for some time now, what's more, this cannot be mere happenstance, yet 'tis strange. I dare say, 'tis a frail hope to be certain. I am glad to hear it.
I'm guessing they took Malcolm to the,
My bed.
Will someone do aught about this?
Here's hoping there'll be no trouble today.
Have no fear, Master.
You are the... Follow me!
After this quest, you want to have a smoke smoothie?
Don't look to me to solve this.
When does my watch end?
It's too quiet here. Are brigands lurking about?
Tis best you move, I'll pray. Be cautious.
I wish the minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel post.
Have you heard the news? The new recruits are to be sent out to Melv. Melv, I say. I'm not sure who gave the orders, but...
As it should be. 'Tis no concern of ours.
Wander around the palace, eh?
I'll hear no more of this tittle-tattle. Pray focus on the task at hand.
Monsters range nearer than ere they dared before.
What business could be so pressing that I must...
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter.
Oh, perhaps the boy has finally grown...
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unring your... As if anyone in this palace would now. If Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my...
Surely none more important than this.
Indeed. But that, your grace, would be...
Money can buy comfort, sure, but not happiness.
Well, well. We meet again. Is...
Oi! Who goes there? Who's there?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, 'tis you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, milady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, milady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered.
Is that all you have to say for yourself?
'Tis sweet of you to mind your manners. Something tells me this shan't be the last I see of you.
Would that all my days were so tranquil.
May this day bring delight. This may require a delicate. I cannot afford another.
Suppose I better get to work.
It's a bit early for a rest.
Something smelled.
It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign.
Time to hit the sack. What's life without a bit?
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your majesty, I know this sigil well. Let me see. It reads, "Pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere a meager clue, though the political situation is stable at present. I fear such a partnership would, at any rate, to seem our search. I will investigate these matters as best I only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent, and ere it slips my mind. Pray."
Queen Regent Disa appears to be...
Ring of Acro. Increase maximum amount of weight, click to right hand.
working in concert with this Phasus fellow. But what precisely is their aim?
Suppose you're all right.
Welcome to the... We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you...
Got any tales to... This really is fine craftsmanship.
This looks as good a place as fancy a look at my wares.
Here's hoping we don't run into any trouble today.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Good day, sir. What might you be looking
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering.
How might I be of assistance?
This ox cart's bound for the check. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
I'd like to go to Harvey Village.
This ox cart's bound for the... I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Have we purchased all that we require? We ought to review the contents of our packs, just to be sure.
You're dead, Rob.
Oh, very well. Back at your side I go.
Harpies draws near! Fire will prove effective against this foe. I can do no less in service to the prisoner.
Sleep, magic. Caught off guard, Arisen.
Where the fiends attack, they'll put you in a slumber, rendering you defenseless in an instant. We must, each of us, remain alert. I shudder to imagine what would happen if we all nodded off.
There, clear the tower.
There must be some way to make it over there. But how to go about it? If we had a harpy snare smoke beacon, we could summon a harpy here. Let us return once we've grown tired.
Feast your eyes on this.
It seems we have rage. Might we not use their rage to our advantage? By your leave. Tis a foe worthy of vision. Naught save our best will do. high ground when fighting with an army. It will make overpowering our foes all the simpler. My talents lie in combining materials and... Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige. We've got goblins! We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Our traits mesh well together. Each of us is suited to a different task.
Capable comrades are a boon indeed. Indeed, you are correct. This foe is drawn to women as a moth to a flame.
It is a tendency we might exploit. To do so would be just more dangerous.
I grant you lightning's fast. No harm shall come.
strategy never whispered ahead. Truly?
Motherfucking dragon? Hell yeah, it is. Fuck you, dudes. Dragon calls my name.
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a minute. Yes, Master. I shall hasten to your aid. Douse the flames! I am sorry. Is anyone able to aid our comrade? Forgive me for being a burden.
If you're not ready for this thing, it's time to run. Nope.
I'll carefully conserve my strength. I dare say I've accomplished a few. Tis a pleasure to meet you. 'Twill be an honor to serve by...
I see not even the Arisen could resist my charms. Ah, good. I see the Arisen.
There is a rumor whispered among pawns that I have oft pondered.
Sir Arisen, just when almost all of the villagers had arrived as well.
Oi, what are you doing standing up?
Jonas, this is the good sir I...
Is that right? You did it once afore, eh? Only...
My apologies for the cheat, yet he speaks truly. Pray, calm the beasts as you did before.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Honey?
Saurians, Master. Fire's fury shan't be evaded against this road. Well done! I did not fault to prowess. I merely did as duty demands. Well said.
The Saurians are no more, I see. That's twice you've come to our... You're more than a friend to Harvey. Truly, we cannot...
Here he is! I found our troublemaker!
Jonas! What is the meaning of this?
This blasted beastren went and ventured into store. How many times have we said none are to tread there? But there can be no doubt. He...
Forgive me. I never meant for...
Trust a beastren to...
Jonas! Surely there's no need...
You would say that, wouldn't you? But I see him outnumbered. Could be all...
Jonas, please!
There!
I do apologize. 'Twould seem things have... We mustn't let this sour your triumph. I do hope you shall visit us again and...
A ruder fellow I never met. The village's troubles are far from done, if you ask me. I'm afraid I...
Thank you, Sarah. We've a long road ahead, but...
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
There's aught to be found there. Can you... No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Let my magic be the weapon of the fury of the elements. Most impressive, Master. We can ill afford to grow grow overconfident. Our foe is not yet routed.
Not bad. All things considered.
We're almost upon Burnworth. Take care you do not become so focused on the city that you become blind to your surroundings. I quite agree.
Where was I bound again?
Suppose I ought to earn my pay.
Have you business with the guild, sir? Should be glad to assist you. Do come again.
A fighter with sword and shield. In hand is what I envision when I think of a leader.
I suppose magically inclined vocations inspire a different sort of awe. Indeed, some fear magic as a thing unknowable.
Are you in the market for something in particular? Always a pleasure.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Come take a look. You. Be glad you did. Do come again.
Suppose I best earn my keep.
I'd fain sell you this, only don't ask me to lower the price any further. Much obliged, friend. I suppose I'd best be off. I've my...
Townspeople depend on me. But not at the expense of my duty.
I've trained for this.
This really is fine cross.
Come take a look. You'll be glad you did. Do come again.
No purchase. This is to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Are you in the market for something in particular? Always a pleasure.
Shall we get some rest then? I fought many battles in my journey.
Shall we hunt a few mon...
Alrighty, guys. I'm gonna be calling it there for a bit. I'm gonna go and get the wife to sleep after she's had a smoke. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and yeah, I'll see you in the next episode.